when he was younger. So this is where Uncle George gave him the nod to go ahead and give the offering to the Kahu priest that was here. Instead, he jumped over to the altar here. The whole thing is actually an altar. That is actually an altar on top of the altar. So he put the offering on the altar. So yeah, so we're glad that he's still alive. That hut is the hut that holds the 27 generations of the Keawe clan. So the Keawe clan was a family that had stewardship of the land here. Yes, their last name, I think they must have been very spiritual individuals to have a last name of Keawe source. But they had, so they took care of the land. They weren't the kahus, they weren't the priests that actually did the healing and the forgiveness work. So this area, if you could make it here, if you did any kind of anything, if you murdered somebody, if you had a fight with somebody, if you stepped on the chief's shadow, which was forbidden in those days. If you stepped on the chief's shadow, they could actually kill you. Or if you touched the chief's hair, they could also kill you. They had a lot of different rules in the Kapu system about that. Or if you ate with an opposite gender, which you weren't supposed to. Men and women always ate apart. Right? If you did anything wrong, as long as you could make it to someplace like this, the kahus or the priests that were here would be able to help you do any kind of emotional, physical, spiritual release work and healing work. Most of the foods, the plants that are grown around here are all medicinal or some way used for a food source of some kind. But that's kind of how they did it. They used nature to help heal you. They did their other techniques, like you're going to be learning more of during the next few days, on how to get you all healed and cured. When the families would have fights and wars, because they had those too, right? They would send the soldiers here, the warriors here first, before you went home. So you came here, you got fully and totally healed, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, before you went home. Wouldn't that be wonderful if we did that today with our people? Sent them to rehab of some kind before we sent them home, thinking that they're okay, but that's what they did. They were here, they stayed as long as they needed to before they went home. Yeah, but this is the land that is here. So the Keawe family, the 27 generations of the bones are in there, because the Hawaiians believe that the mana and the power of the individual ends up in your bones. So it's in there. It helps lock the energy into the land here. Anyways, you can take pictures, experience the energy around here. And what we'll do, once you go back to the